Hi, my name is Omar Christopher. I'm standing here today in front of the courthouse here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here to report a short story on BB&T Bank, mortgage fraud, and predatory lending. Here's the story. I purchased a duplex in Atlanta, Georgia for $110,000. I was told by the bank, BB&T, and its employees the value of the property at the time was $130,000. They did an appraisal report and gave me the value of $130,000. 6 months later, when I attempted to refinance with another bank, I found out that the property value was not what they stated it was. I went back to the branch manager and asked for a copy of the appraisal and for them to do an internal investigation. And this is what I discovered. The appraisal that was done initially in order to get me to buy the property was fraudulent. The appraisal report itself is not signed by a licensed appraiser. The appraisal used single-family homes to appraise the duplex. The comps that they used were over a year old. And once again, the appraisal report was not signed by a licensed appraiser. Not only that, the appraisal itself was in someone else's name. I spoke to the branch manager and was told that the appraisal was done for BB&T Bank and I did not have a right to obtain a copy of that appraisal. 6 months later, the bank sent me a note and stated that they demanded payment to be paid in full. They later foreclosed on the property, took the property back, put the negative information on my credit report, which is the foreclosure, and attempted to sue me in court. In addition to the fraudulent appraisal report that was not signed by a licensed appraiser, that was done in someone else's name, and where single-family comps were used to appraise a duplex. In addition, also, the title report shows that the seller of the property was not on record as the owner of property. However, the closing attorney who was employed and who worked on the behalf of BB&T Bank allowed the seller to flip the property and completed the transaction. Flipping the property, which is illegal in Georgia, means that an individual would buy or purchase a property and within a limited amount of time sell that property to someone else. For example, in my situation, the seller purchased the property for $50,000 with BB&T Bank 3 weeks prior, then sold it to me for $110,000 less than 3 weeks from the time he purchased the property. In closing, I would like to say it's been a difficult 4 years of my life. My credit has been ruined, and all my other assets that I had, properties, basically had to sell because of my credit situation, me now having a negative information on my credit report concerning a foreclosures from BB&T Bank. I find it very difficult to have any belief in the judicial system when it comes to a private citizen suing a bank or a Fortune 500 company for any reason. The court system, based on my experience, is biased, and this is my attempt to find justice outside the court system because I've tried for 5 years and I was not even given a trial by a jury. The judge basically decided on his own, disregarding all the facts, that I should not have relied on any statement made by BB&T Bank or its employees or anyone else. Therefore, summary judgment was granted in their favor, despite the fact of using illegal documentation to obtain loans. If you had a similar experience, I would like for you to contact me. Please contact me at the website listed below or the email address listed below. Once again, my name is Omar Christopher, and this was a case regarding mortgage fraud, BB&T Bank, and no justice in the judicial system.